Hello, welcome. This is the 60 yard box. You're welcome to the channel. And let's just the camera a little bit. You can see, yeah, it's a bit all over the place. The camera. Yeah, you're welcome to 60 yard books. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Let's push this back a little bit. And yeah, let's get straight into it. This is all about 90 minutes. We're looking at the game between Tottenham and Sunderland. Sunderland playing at the Stadium of Light, and we're just gonna look back on the game and then talk about some of the stuff that happened in the game. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, like I said. Yeah, it's been tough. As a Tottenham fan, we've been going through all this all season. We keep thinking it's gonna be light at the end of the tunnel. We keep waiting for that change of fortune. This is Deserve's first game in charge. He got the job just before the international break, 10 days to prepare. And yeah, it was tough. It was tough for this one. Yeah, it's one of those that you just pray for something to happen, pray for victory, pray for a win from somewhere. And yeah, we just couldn't get over the line really. There's a game coming up tonight as well. There's time of this Manchester United versus Leeds. We'll be covering this in the football show. We look at the games played over the weekend of game day. That's it too. So yeah, we'll be talking about that probably tomorrow. So let's get straight into it. So Tottenham team list for that game for Tottenham was a bit surprising with the team list. Tottenham had in goal, Klinsky coming back into the team because the carry had an operation to his hernia. Right back was Pedro Polo. We had Romero and Van centre back, the only left back. He had Gray and Canada as the two in the midfield. Berger played in as a 10. Colomwani and Charleston wide, and Solanke playing through the middle. And yeah, my game kicked off. First 10 minutes we were okay, we were doing well. But we had those key moments where we should have scored, couldn't get the goals. The wingers really let us down, to be honest. That's my opinion, really. I think the wingers let us down in terms of in terms of in terms of taking chances. Yeah, Chelsea had a couple of chances. First chance went to Tottenham. However, I think it was Chelsea that played the ball across into the ball. However, couldn't get there on time. Sri Lanka had a couple of chances as well, but the wingers for me, Kolumwani and Richie, didn't do themselves justice. Richie had a couple of times whereby going to the final third, just pick out the right pass or connecting with a shot. There's no power on the shot as well, and it was just one of those whereby you just felt like we were lacking a lot of composure, especially in the final third, and it was not good. It was not good at all. We played really poorly, to be honest, in that final third. Everything else up to the final third was good. It was good, and we just lacked that. We just lacked that final. Just like that final push, that final third, a a little bit of urgency in the final third, and that really was the key there for us. The referee didn't do us justice. It was just a little bit for me. Romero couldn't be physical the way he needed to be. Every time there's a foul, every time he gets aggressive, he gets booked. I don't understand the referee. Tottenham got a penalty, which was not a penalty really. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was not a penalty. But if that was against Tottenham, they'll probably get that penalty. But everything just going wrong. The team list was, I didn't think anything was wrong with it. I just think the players on the day, the wingers didn't really turn up, and they really let us down, to be honest, the wingers. And it was just, we didn't win enough tackles as well. Gallagher in midfield was just running around. The goal was just poor. The guy came from the right hand side, the right back, comes into the middle, and nobody stopped him from taking a shot, and took a deflection of Van der Ven and just went into the back of the net. And I just think players should just be a little bit calm. I know you're in this kind of situation. Nobody's been in this situation before. Just need a little bit of composure, and the only way you're going to do it is to just play the game the right way, and then just be calm. I know I've not been in this kind of situation before as a player. I don't think as a fan. I don't think most of the fans are paying, but just do what you're supposed to do. Just do the right things, make the right decisions, and just relax a little bit. The referee helped. Probably was causing a lot of fouls. He pushed Romero. That really pissed me off because he didn't need to push Romero into Kinski. He was never going to get to the ball. The injury was uncalled for. Now we're going to miss another player for the rest of the season. Hopefully not, but that's what it looks like. And Romero is a big player for us, and it's just one thing after the other. And as a Tottenham fan, I can't wait for this season to just be over. And hopefully, we can get at least one result against a win against Brighton, which is the next game on Saturday. That's going to be peak. We're going to have to get a win in that one. I still believe that we'll get at least 2 wins out of these 6 games. But it's just peak, man. Sometimes I think about, I wonder whether the players are good enough. I keep thinking maybe they are not good enough to stay up. But looking at the team, sure have enough to stay up. We keep saying it, but that has to change. It has to change at some point. We can't just keep going on about it. It has to change eventually. And for me, it has to be from Saturday. The manager has to pick the right team. I still think the best midfield is Palinia, what's his name? Palinia, Sa, Gray, and Bagwell. Pick 3 out of that 4. I think that's the best midfield we can play. And then maybe Simon as well, Xavi Simons as a 10. I think we're gonna have to pick the right team, right players to play. And fans keep saying, the manager's picking. Maybe the managers, when you see in training, is why you go about picking your team. Maybe some of these players are not performing in training. That's why Simons is not playing. Maybe that's the reason why. But I'm okay anyway. I know it's going to be difficult when it actually happens, when we actually go down. But I don't think it's going to happen. But I think I might be a little bit upset for a couple of days. But if we go down, we deserve to go down. The table don't lie. Gotta have to start picking up results. So it's one of those that you just have to keep going. There's no stopping. There's nothing we can do now. We're not gonna sign any player and change any more managers. Just keep going, and hopefully we can get those 2 wins. In terms of ratings in goal, Kinski, I'll give him a 6, 7. He put up a great save from Robbery. Right back Poro, I'll give him a 6. Left back Udoji, I'll give him a 6 as well. I think he tried going forward. Going into some really nice play positions, crossing into the box. Solanke was not at the end of it. Centre backs, both of them, I'll give them 6 each. Romero as well, and Van der Ven. Midfield, Gallagher, I give him a 4-3. He was just running around. He looked tired as well after making that run, trying to go and block that player from coming in. You got to foul him or do something. You can't go out and cover him and then let him beat you and come into the place whereby you should be protecting him from coming into. Give him a 4. It's not done anything for me since he's been at Tottenham. Gray, I'll give him a 6. Who else? Bergval as well. He had that chance in the early minutes of the game. I thought he should have buried it if he was not being a little bit reactive. I'll give him a 5 or 6. Solanke, I'll give him a 3. I'll give him a 4. I don't think he had enough service. Kolomwani running, falling over. Every time he keeps falling over, you have to stay on your feet, brother, man. This is the Premier League. You gotta stay on your feet and get your crosses in early. I'll give him a 5. Richarlison, I'll give him a 6. No composure in the final third. An experienced player, man. International. In the final third, pick your pass. If you're going to take a shot, take a touch and smash it properly. Pick out your angles. Be composed. He's the one that played a little bit well. I have to give him a 6. And that's the team, the first 11. Subs, he kept holding on to the ball. Sometimes just push the ball past the person and cross it. Both legs. Cross the ball into the box. We got Sri Lanka in there, just cross the ball. I'll give him a 4 or 5. 5 for trying. Sa, I'll give him a 4 or 5. 5, I'll say 5. The rating. Who else came on? Danso, I'll give him a 4 or 5 coming on. And Simmons, he came in for the last 10 minutes or something. I'll give him a 5. That's my rating. I think the manager needs to pick the right team as well. But we need something that's got to change, man. We need a break. Because it's so sad if we do go down. But we need a break from somewhere, and I'm not going to be one of those that just gives up. I'll still believing that we'll stay up until it's mathematically impossible. Other teams are going to drop points as well, so that's for sure. I don't think they're going to win all their games, but we just have to be. Next week. We have to get out of that top to the bottom 3. Then we take it from there. I think after Brighton, I think it's Villa next. So yeah, we just got to get that win. So thank you for watching. This is 60 Yard Box. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're a Tottenham fan, let me know. Is there anything else that Tottenham can do in terms of team selection and all that kind of stuff? And do you think the players are really they are so scared of relegation and it's affecting their way of thinking? Because at the end of the day, it's good to be scared, but at the end of the day, you can't stop the inevitable. I'm not going to say inevitable, but you can stop the relegation happening by actually playing with a bit more composure and just doing things a little bit quicker and being proactive instead of being reactive. I think that's just it really. But we'll see what happens over the weekend. 5 more days to prepare for that game, and then hopefully we can get that win on Saturday night. I think we're due a win. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. This is the 60 Yard Box. All about 90 minutes. Tottenham taking on Sunderland at the Stadium of Light.